Good morning, everyone. How are we all? We awake? Ooh, just. Luxury Escapes is delighted to be a platinum sponsor on this event with TEQ, and even more so this year in the year of accessible tourism. As a father of a son with disabilities, I only know too well the challenges that are faced by families when they're booking holidays. So the more we can do in this field, the better it is, and I can highly recommend any efforts you make will be paid back in spades. Before we move on today, I'd just like to I begin today by acknowledging the Yidgindji people, traditional custodians of the land we gather on today, and pay my respects to the elders past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people here today. I'm here to talk about luxury escapes. I think some of you may have been last year would have heard Tony Goddard really talk about the who, the what, the how much. I'll really talk today about the why of luxury escapes. And this is the difference that we bring to the table for all our vendor partners. Ultimately, today we talk about tourism, hospitality, and how do we talk to people about it. We've segmented our market, as you can see up there, into Young Lux, Lux Life, Wonder Lux, and so on. But reality, we're talking about baby boomers, such as myself. We're talking about Generation X, Millennials, and Generation Zs. We've all got stories to tell, but each of those people hear stories in a different manner. So Luxury Escapes really is a storytelling business. We can do the who, the what, the where, and how much, but it's how we tell the story about the destinations that we're selling. And each of those destinations are going to resonate to those markets in a very different manner. So our reach. We started this business just over 12 years ago with a small little business based out of Melbourne. Today, we have just over 8 million subscribers globally, and our biggest growth area is out of Europe and the USA. So we're now able to cross-pollinate our market and bring people not out of Australia to Europe and so forth, but people from Europe back into Australia. So there's big opportunities when working with us to grow your market share internationally. We work with Queensland specifically. 2024, we're on forecast for $1 billion turnover, and a high percentage of that revenue is going to be driven into the Australian domestic market, and obviously Queensland will get that share of. Year to date this year, we've generated 235,000 room nights, 50,000 total bookings, with an average stay of 4 nights and a booking time of 113 days. So our guys are planners. They plan to travel and they look at what they're going to do. 130,000 Luxury Escapes guests have spent time in Queensland this year. So that's a significant amount of volume, and we hope to work with you guys moving forward to bring that together. We've done 3 campaigns with Tourism TEQ this year, and if I look at the numbers across the board, the gross sales that we've generated were in excess of 71% higher than forecast. Our room nights were significantly higher than forecast. The bookings were higher than forecast, and the number of passengers that booked Luxury Escapes via our channels was higher than forecast. So in essence, we deliver great results. We're about to launch our travel trends in December this year, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek. We surveyed just over 35,000 of our members in September this year, and their forecast for what they're going to travel in 2024. 82% of the people responded they're planning to spend more time travelling in Australia this year. And we're pleased to know that the Whitsundays and the Gold Coast were our top 2 destinations. We'd love to see more Queensland in there, but obviously we do have a market penetration for those areas. But I think the big point now is that people are going to be spending more time in Australia. There's been some talking about headwinds coming forward, so where that disposable income is going to be spent is obviously more in the domestic future. What's new with Luxury Escapes? I think Tony stood up last year and gave you a list of about 10 different things that we'd launched in 2022. In 2024, we've continued to grow and expand our portfolio. We're now in the cruise market. I was walking down the foreshore last night and it was pleasing to see a Silver Seas ship depart at around 9 o'clock last night. We're working with those guys. Homes and villas seems to be the trend. The big hotels, people are looking more for accommodation that will suit their family lifestyle. And again, from a disability perspective, homes and villas make a great venue for going on holidays. So we've just launched a homes and villa platform. We're going into business travel, the leisure market, which I'm sure you will have heard of in the past, people travelling for leisure and business, and I think Queensland's actually picking up a fair share of that market out of the domestic market. We've launched car hire. The drive market's continuing to grow out of the domestic market. And some of you may be aware that we launched our Velocity partnership with Virgin Airlines just recently, and we're already starting to see magnificent traction on that. We'll also be launching our own loyalty program in the 2024 for people who are spending more time with Luxury Escapes to deliver even better value to them. So how do we tell the story? And I think this is really important, that whilst we deliver revenue to our vendor partners, it's really a marketing services business that we bring to the table. We have our print magazine, which you would see, our Dream with Luxury Escape magazine, our TV show. I'm not sure if you've been watching Foxtel or Channel 10 lately. Luxury Escapes has been recognised as the highest rating lifestyle program on Foxtel for this year, which we're very proud of. Our social media, we've just launched, and you may have noticed up there, Travel in 20 podcast. So we're talking to our members at a granular level like no one's ever done before. The Luxury Escapes retail experience, some of you may again notice we launched a experience store in Chadstone, Victoria. And this is not necessarily a retail travel store. It's about delivering an experience to our members that can come in and touch and feel the destinations they're travelling to. We've done a number of brand activations within the store over the last 3 months, and the response has been amazing. We had Disney Cruises there last week. We had 100 people there, and we generated just over $10,000 worth of sales on the night. So if you're ever in Melbourne, go to Chadstone and have a look at that. I think you'd be very impressed with what we're doing there. The Dream magazine, come up to our booth. Our team's sitting down here. Come up to our booth and say hello to them. We have magazines to give out, and have a chat to us about how you could work with Luxury Escape and how we can tell your story. It's been fantastic to sponsor today. Enjoy your coffee and have a great conference.